Well, I'm putting John Deere chain lubricant on a New Holland baler. Hopefully this isn't the death of it. Using John Deere on New Holland. This chain lube is 3 more ounces than the New Holland, and it's a little bit cheaper, surprisingly. Well, I was out here loading hay, and I don't think that was supposed to happen. Guess the bolt came out of there. Yeah, that sucker's stuck it out. There it goes. This ain't had a bolt in it in quite some time because they've been kind of like seized in there. Well, I guess it finally came out. This one's still stuck. So this will have to work for now. That's all I got. Got the old haybine pulled out of the barn. Got to fix a couple things on it. Got 2 U-joints there that I'm waiting on parts to come in to fix because they were rattling pretty bad and one of them was broke. I'm gonna go to Atwood's and get about 5 more cans of this New Holland red paint. It don't look great, but it looks better than that. So that's just 1 can right there. Got some more spots to spray, but I think I'm just gonna rattle can this whole thing. Tape off all the stickers. I painted that yellow last year and painted the other wheel, and it turned out okay. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Well, we're getting some hay baled up. Done a little over 200 bales so far. All the fields we've done look like they're going to make pretty good hay this year, so there should be quite a bit. What's your guys' bale count? Let me know in the comments how your guys' fields are doing. If it's drying up or you're still getting rain. We're supposed to get another round tomorrow, so hopefully it keeps coming in. Well, I'm back working on the haybine again. I got my parts in. Got my bearing packer. I'm gonna repack these little roller bearings and put this little jack shaft back in so I can put the drive shafts back on and then install the new seals. Let's see. Can't never remember which way these things go. It goes like that. Yeah. Basically packs the whole bearing with bearing grease. Alright, I got the new bearings. Well, old bearings repacked and the new seals in. So this little jack shaft piece slides in like so. Just like that. I'm gonna put some of this old John Deere grease on this old New Holland, see if we can make it run better. So this is a U-joint I had to replace. So basically that jack shaft goes in there. This spline slides on when you tighten this down. And then the other one goes on here and it tightens down with this little pointed cone nut or whatever you call these things. All right, I got these drive lines back on. Everything's tight. So that was the U-joint we fixed. So now it's good to go. Got that greased up. Got the whole drive line greased. Put this guard back on. It should be ready to go. I got this 479 New Holland haybine, and I need somebody that's familiar with these to tell me how the process is, or how you go about turning the reel speed up. A couple things I've looked at, it was something to do with this deal here, changing it around or something. So if anybody has any insight on how to go about doing that, let me know, because I need to turn the reel speed up on this thing just a little bit for this sorghum sedan here. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Eric, and we're looking at our sorghum field out here. Now this we put in this year. We disced this field up, and as you can see, it's really doing well. So most of it's probably anywhere from 5 to 6 foot tall. It's just dark green as can be, and then we got crabgrass growing down underneath it. So it just got a rain on it yesterday, and all the way down through there, it's looking real nice. So I got the swather fixed, so we're gonna use it to cut it. And then over here, this spot over here, we did no-till. I mean, it's pretty tall out there in the center, but it's pretty sparse. So for us, discing it up, then drilling it in works better. But we'll see what this does. I mean, it's pretty thick grass under it too as well, so it should be pretty good. We're getting ready to start cutting the first cutting of the sorghum sedan here at the house. Look how tall this stuff is. I think we're gonna get a pretty good little crop off this little 12-acre patch. Hopefully it makes 60 bales, but we'll see. We're gonna get out here and get busy cutting it. So he made the first round. Look how big this swath is. Yeah, that's gonna make a lot. That's good. That's what we were hoping for. I'm gonna have to bale this in like low 1. doing pretty good. Windrow is so tall over there on the other side that it got wrapped up on the drive shaft. Baling at 4.9 miles an hour.
Miles on the Gulf Stream, I hear the south wind moan. The bridge is getting lower, the shrimp boat's coming home. The old man down in the corner slowly turns his head, takes a sip from his whiskey bottle, and this is what he said. I was born in the rain on the Ponce train underneath the Louisiana moon. I don't mind the strain of a hurricane, they come around every June. The high black water, a devil's daughter, she's hard, she's cold, and she's mean. But nobody taught her it takes a lot of water to wash away New Orleans. Came down from Chicago, he gonna set that levee right. He says it needs to be at least 3 feet higher, it won't make it through the night. But the old man down in the corner, he said, don't you listen to that boy. The water be down by the morning, and he'll be back to Illinois. Train underneath the Louisiana moon. I don't mind the strain of a hurricane, they come around every June. The high black water, a devil's daughter, she's hard, she's cold, and she's mean. But nobody taught her it takes a lot of water to wash away New Orleans. 30 miles on the Gulf Stream, I hear the south wind moan. Bridge is getting lower, the shrimp boat's coming home. The old man down in the corner slowly turns his head, takes a drink from his whiskey bottle, and this is what he said. I was born in the rain on the Ponce train underneath the Louisiana moon. I don't mind the strain of a hurricane, they come around every June. High black water, the devil's daughter, she's hard, she's cold, and she's mean. But nobody taught her it takes a lot of water to wash away New Orleans. Underneath the Louisiana moon, I don't mind behind the strain of a hurricane that come around every June. The high black water, devil's daughter, she's hard, she's cold, and she's mean. But nobody taught her it takes a lot of water to wash away New Orleans. Nobody taught her it takes a lot of water to wash away New Orleans.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I'm gonna walk out here and show you all this field that we baled that sorghum Sudan grass off of. We baled it Saturday and today is Wednesday, and this stuff is already coming back. So if you look at it here, you can see it's already starting new shoots out of all these that were cut just in 3 days. This field is like, I think we have it measured out at almost, I'd have to double check, but I want to say between 9 and 11 acres, and it made 101 bales. Very impressive, and we'll probably get another second cut off this too. So if you guys are interested in planting this or drilling it or whatever for hay, check out some of my videos and you can see, you know, kind of what all's involved and what all we've had to do to get it to this state. But anyway, it's been, this year has been really good. We've had a good amount of rain. It just rained last night again, so this ought to jump up a lot more tomorrow. Anyway, thanks for watching. See y'all next time. That's all this stuff is. I don't know, we may get over 60 on this patch. It's pretty tall. I mean, it's higher than the fender on the tractor. Can't even see the fence. Well, seems to be chugging right along. We turn that real speed up a couple turns. Seems like it's feeding it in there a lot better now. May need to turn it up just a hair more. But man, this stuff did good this year. This field started out pretty rough, but it finally came back and all grew up even. All this out here was like real short compared to up here, but we got rained out, you know, back when we planted this, and we were only able to plant this first part up to the tree and the fence, which is like 2 acres, because all this out here was just still too wet. So it was about 2 weeks behind. That's why a lot of that up there has already had heads on it, so it's a little bit farther along in the growth stage. But there's a few of these out here that have heads, but most all of it is pretty good still. So I don't know, what do you guys think it'll make? Let me know in the comments. It was rattling because you didn't put the nut on under there. Well, it's been one thing after another. The brakes quit working on the 5060. Now I think this chain just got all jacked up and broke because the pickup attachment quit working. So I think that chain broke. So I gotta pull this cover off. I flushed the brake system out, refilled it with the right oil, still didn't work, so I had to rip the bell monitor out of here, put in the power star, and take this to the shop, investigate this. Well, we got the baler monitor put in this New Holland Power Star 100. This is the first time that this tractor's ever ran a baler since it was new. So it's not too bad, but I prefer the 5060 just because I don't like how small this back window is, and the visibility out of it's not that great. It's great for raking, and it's a good mowing tractor, but I wouldn't be too high on it for baling. But it's just temporary for now until we get the brakes on the 5060 working. So I got this monitor mounted up here. Got it snaked up in here. The old baler going. Got that chain fixed on the pickup attachment. Going to get a new chain for it. But this tractor does handle it pretty good. It's a little bit faster than the 5060. I'm baling it at 6.3 miles an hour. And the 5060 goes about 5.8, 5.9. But this is pretty light hay, so I can zip right through it. Make a bale real quick. The hydraulics are a little bit faster on this one. And I like having them right there because I can just reach over with my right hand versus the 5060, it's down here. But got probably like 10 or so left, probably another 45 minutes, and we'll be done with this film. Oh, this tractor does about 27 down the road. It's pretty fast, but it still doesn't outrun the bow truck. It'll do about 32. It's really fun when you fly by a little Amish guy driving his tractor and you're passing him. Alright, for people who are asking how we get this Sudan grass dried down, this is step one. So in mowing it, this mower has these rollers in here and they turn. There's one here and one below it, and they go, this high spot on this roller matches with the high spot on the other roller in this groove. So when the crop comes up and goes through, these rollers do this and feed the crop through, and it cracks the stems on the crop. So that's step one. Step two is we have this old rake now, and we took one of the sides off and just have this side and took that last wheel off so it just runs four, and we drive down the mower swath and roll it over, and we'll go look at that. So this is what it looks like now after we've took that one-sided rake and raked all the mower swaths and rolled all this over. So once this dries, we can then take a regular rake and rake 2 or 3 of these together into one windrow and bale it up. So this is about a, I don't know, 3 to 4 day deal, just depending on temperature and humidity and wind. So you can see, like, this was a stalk, but when it went through that mower conditioner, it completely cracked it open and it allows it to dry out. So without that, it's going to take forever to dry. You can see like how these are cracked open and now they're dry inside, and then you're just left with the leaves. So This is will be day 4 for this field. I could have baled it last night, but we ended up broke down yesterday, so I didn't get done baling that grass hay till later. So once the dew's off, we'll come in here, rake this up the regular rake, let it set for like 2 hours, and then I should be able to bale it no problem. Well, this is all raked up. Pretty tall windrows. Let it set for a little bit, then we should be ready to start baling. Well, we're out here probing a few of these bales, checking the moisture in them. So right there we're at 16.3, 87 degrees. $14.5. It's pretty good and dry. $14.5. I mean, we are relying on John Deere to tell us whether it's dry or not, so there is that. But anyway, yeah, these two rows over here were kind of shaded from the trees, so we're gonna wait and bale them last because they still had some green in them. But looks like it's gonna make pretty good. We're out here rolling up some more round bales. This is a custom job. Pretty small field, but these are the yields you want to see. This will pay pretty good. I think we are at 41 bales so far. Running the New Holland Power Star 100, the New Holland baler. Got the 50/60's been devoted to raker. Still waiting on those brake master cylinders to come in, so he's raking with no brakes. But this tractor seems to be doing pretty well. I'm missing my window tint. Running this Power Star, just doesn't that look sweet with that 5% on there on that 50/60? Well, we're getting that done to the Bobcat, but not quite that dark, but it looks cool. Got a hay tornado. 26%. 30%. We probably only made it in this far. 33.9. So it doesn't matter where you stick it, it's going to be different every time probably. 38. Well, I got all the sorghum Sudan bales packed in the barn. There's a little over 200 in there. Probably had room for 2 more, but maybe 3. That'll get us through the winter, hopefully.